the Masters, and it did not disappoint. What an opening round. Sungjae Im, your leader in the clubhouse, through 18 holes, 5 under on the day. Cam Smith was a birdie bonanza between bookended double bogeys, but he sits at 4 under, 1 back of the lead, and you do not have to go far to find one Eldrick Tant Woods, tied for 10th place through round 1. A 1 under 71 for the Big Cat, who returns to action for the first time since that near-fatal car crash just 14 months ago. 90 platers tee it up at Augusta on Thursday. 9 of them shot better scores than Tiger Woods. For more at the Masters, we head to hallowed ground. Our leader in the clubhouse joining us now, Kyle Porter, joining us from Augusta National Golf Club. KP, so much to unpack here after day 1. Every day is Sunday with the Big Cat back on the prowl. Record galleries, weekend-type roars. Before we dig into the scorecard of Tiger, give us a sense of what Thursday was like in and around the atmosphere of Woods.
Joe, I'm buzzing. It was unbelievable today. It was so good. Tiger, I followed Tiger on the second 9 today, and it was remarkable. You know, I think the scene that will stand out to me is 16. He hits a great shot up to that back right shelf with that pin on Thursday. And as he's walking to the green, he gets a kind of this rolling standing ovation from everybody that was from all the patrons that were on that hole. And it didn't feel like something that was because he hit a good shot or because he was about to make birdie, which nobody there knew. But it was almost this just appreciation of him even being there at all. And that's what you saw throughout the day. Then he does make that 2 on 16, and it felt like it felt like a putt. The noise that people made as he made that putt, it felt like he took the lead on a Saturday afternoon at Augusta. That's really what it sounded like. So it was an awesome day. It felt like almost living history, just the fact that he hadn't played in over 500 days. He goes out and shoots, to me, what was a kind of an unforgettable 71, maybe the best 71 in the history of the Masters. And it was just a remarkable day to follow Tiger Woods around Augusta National.
Yeah, we even got a little baby fist pump out of him there at 16 after he made the long birdie putt. Plenty of golf out in front of him. Tiger taking to social media to thank the fans, the patrons, for the reception at Augusta National on Thursday. But what's out in front of him now from a statistical standpoint, it's, as you said, a 1 under 71, 3 birdies, 2 bogeys, 7 successful par saves after hitting just 9 of 18 greens in regulation, KP. What aspect of Tiger's game did you find yourself most impressed by?
Well, I mean, I think it's always his iron play, right? He had some great iron shots. The shot on 6 that almost went in for a hole-in-one there. I thought his play around the greens was pretty good. His play on and around the greens. I mean, he always talks about still having his hands and how good those hands are, and I thought they looked pretty good. He struggled with the driver. You know, off the tee, he was not great. He put himself into some really bad positions, and it was a 71 that I thought a lesser player, a less experienced player, a more, kind of a player with more bravado might have turned that into a 75. I thought Tiger did a great job of keeping that score about as low as it could have been. And so you wonder, how's the rest of the week going to go after what he did on Thursday? I think he's going to get tired. He looked tired at the end of his round, as I think anybody would after nearly losing their right leg 14 months ago. He looked, there was a little hitch in his gait by the end of the day. But, for round 1, I thought it was about as good as it could have gone.
KP, what about Im's game makes him such a great match for what Augusta asks of these players?
Well, he's great from tee to green. I don't know if he's as good as his dad from tee to green. That video we got at the par 3 contest on Wednesday was pretty hilarious. But he's so good from tee to green. Again, he's somebody that's played this golf course really well. This is a golf course. We talk about this all the time, Joe. It almost doesn't matter how you're playing coming in. We saw Danny Willett go out and shoot 69 today. Danny Willett doesn't have a top 20 in the world in his last 12 starts, but he's played well at Augusta National, right? It's a golf course that, if you get to know it well, if you've got the type of game to get around here, especially from tee to green like Sungjae Im has, it becomes repeatable and it becomes something that you enjoy doing. It becomes familiar. And so I think that's kind of what Sungjae Im is looking at right now. And, great stat from Justin Ray. He's the 4th youngest ever to hold the outright lead after round 1. We don't think of Sungjae Im as being one of the great young players in golf, but he is, and he would be an amazing story if he went on to hold on to this lead and win the 2022 Masters.
Leaderboard is shaping up nicely. The Cat is back. Take us into the notebook musings of one Kyle Porter. Afternoon Wave obviously will belong to Tiger, but what will you have your eye on in the AM on Friday?
Well, I think it's probably DJ, right? You know, DJ was so good late in the afternoon on Thursday. I think he made a bogey. I don't have the scorecard in front of me. I think he made a bogey on the 18th hole to kind of fall back a little bit, maybe on the 17th hole. But I think he's the guy that you kind of look at in that morning wave. It's like, okay, what is he going to do early to maybe put some pressure on some guys late? I thought another guy that kind of sneaked into the clubhouse a little bit, I think he finished at 2 under, was Patrick Cantlay. You know, there wasn't a lot of attention. There wasn't a lot of attention on anybody coming into the week. But then, you know, because Tiger kind of overshadowed that afternoon wave by what he did in the morning, guys were getting in the house at 2 under. Zalatoris got in there at 1 under. Guys that have some real history here that I think could make some noise on Friday morning.
The horses are out and striding. It's going to be a blast to take it all in down the stretch. Kyle Porter taking us inside the ropes at Augusta. Thank you, KP. And don't forget, weekend action coming your way on CBS at cbssports.com, streaming on Paramount Plus and Masters.com. That's Masters Live. CBS coverage coming your way on Saturday and Sunday. Coverage begins Saturday at 3 Eastern, Sunday 2 Eastern on CBS.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.